All right, everybody, welcome once again to my little broadcast, Monica at Home. I am your lovely little chocolate treat of the evening, Miss Monica Foster of www.monicaf.com, and also my official website for this particular broadcast, monicaathome.com. So if you haven't been to those websites, check them out. They're made and produced all by yours truly. Anyways, I haven't done this broadcast in about a week because initially I was going to take 2 weeks off from just my various projects, of which many of you out there might be familiar with, that I'm constantly working on. But being that I'm a workaholic, I decided to only take 1 week off. So rather than this show returning after the 31st of July, it's returning now, today, on what is today? July 26th, 2010. So, for those of you who are watching for the first time, Monica at Home is a little show that I like to do maybe 3 times a week, maybe more, it all depends. Usually Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays, but this week it's going to be Monday through Thursday. And this show is all about the adult entertainment industry, everything from adult industry news, gossip, events, happenings, my opinions and takes on things happening in the adult entertainment world, along with my views on dating and relationships. And I like to give people who watch the show live or who participate in the chat my advice on dating and relationships and just life in general. So let's go ahead and get caught up on adult industry gossip, because within that week that I was away, quite a lot seems to have happened. And one of my favorite sources to get my adult industry gossip, of course, is lucasback.com, but also lukeford.com. Yeah, they both have the word Luke in it, but they seem to be completely different, or run by completely different people. But yeah, let's see what else going on in adult industry gossip. Now, it looks like one of my favorite current porn stars, a sexy Latina by the name of Nina Mercedez, or I think that's her name. Yeah, Nina Mercedez. She's back. Now, I didn't realize that she ever left. But she's back. She's returned to performing. You can check her out on her website, mercedesxxx.com. But she looks great. You know, I was actually speaking with a friend today about how it seemed for a little while there was a lack of Latinas in porn, but right now you have a lot returning. It's shocking. Maybe not shocking, but it's interesting that they're all coming back at once. You have Nina Mercedez. If I'm correct, I think that she's a Wicked girl. You have Rebecca Linares, who I think wasn't she Performer of the Year for the Urban X Awards or something? I think so. She came back with a giant set of new breast implants. You have quite a few who are up and coming or coming back, or maybe they're just coming. I don't know. But let me just take some time to say hello to everyone in the chat room. Hey, how you doing tonight? How you doing? But here's some interesting adult entertainment industry gossip. Apparently, Lisa Ann of Lisa Ann's Talent, many of you know her as Nayland Palin, she's having a bit of a dispute with the owner of one of the most famous and probably largest adult entertainment agencies out here, LA Direct Models. The guy who runs that, his name's Derek Hay. Apparently, the dispute has to do with whether or not Lisa Ann was a true partner in a joint venture of theirs called the Lee Network. Now, the Lee Network was basically an agency that hired out some top adult industry names to be featured dancers at the various strip clubs around the country. Now, then again, what do I know? But I was always under the assumption that Lisa Ann ran pretty much the Lee Network. Almost every girl I know in adult entertainment was under that assumption. But being that now she's moving on into other projects in her life, the current owners of the Lee Network, who I assume to be Derek Hay and someone named Lee, maybe? They're saying that she's not a partner and they didn't want to give her money. Now, has she gotten her money? I don't know. But if you want to read more about this, go to lukeford.com, because I'm going to read you a few excerpts from the article that was written about this. Give me one moment. Here it is. Now, this is what Lisa Ann is saying about this. She wrote this initially on lucasback.com when she first realized that she might not get bought out. She wrote, "I have reached a point in time in my career where I did not feel I could be committed to my agency," which was Lisa Ann's talent management, "my talent, and my staff as an owner should be. My life has opened with many new opportunities, and I'm excited to dive into. Also, let's not forget the competition. How can one compete in a business when your competition does not play fairly? I did not and would not book privates. I don't illegally cash talent checks. I don't make talent do things they don't want to do. And I don't lie to production companies. So at that point, it gets kind of tough. Leave it at that. I have passed my talent to VanguardTalent.com, run by someone named Darby, who used to be an employee of Direct Models. I have known Darby for years and grew to really respect him when he took Derek Hay, the owner of LA Direct Models, to court for unfair work conditions." Wow. "In 2008, I took on a partnership with the Lee Network to help out Tony Lee after a split with his previous agents. At the last minute, it became a partnership with Tony Lee and Derek Hay." And then she puts in parentheses, "Yep, it's still Boys Town in the business, and I don't think Tony Lee was comfortable having a woman as his sole partner. But Tony Lee and Derek Hay were perfectly fine having me front all the money for the company bills, advertising, and employees. In 2009, after a dispute with Derek Hay, I was told I was no longer a partner in the office, and books would now be run out of LA Direct Models. At this point, I had put in about $25,000 of my own money. During this time, the Lee Network was still collecting commissions from me when I was featured dancing, and made an offer to raise my commission, but allow me to keep half the commission to begin with to offset my debt. So I am at that point now, dancing off my own loan from them. We finally agreed on them also paying me $500 a month to pay off the debt. We finally agreed on also paying, that's not clear, it's not written right. After 6 months of no payments, I left the Lee Network as a feature dancer and went full-time with A-list features, who I am very happy with. But then I was told by Derek Hay, quote, "Since you rode off into the sunset with our competitor, you will be getting no more payments of $500, and you can write it off as a bad investment," end quote. That was that. So apparently they were giving her $500 to offset the initial debt that she incurred of $25,000. Okay. That was April 9th of 2010. That money I loaned the Lee Network also affected financial security at Lisa Ann's talent management, since I borrowed the money from one agency to another. Now we are here, and they are both aware I have my documents in order and am prepared to sue. Oddly, on June 18th, I received a check dated June 8th for